Do you struggle to know exactly where you're going? Do you have big dreams, but they're pretty vague? You want to see things change in your life, but you don't have definition to what you exactly want to see. Guys, the biggest miss in accomplishing what you want to see accomplished in your life is a lack of clarity. Hi, I'm Amy, and I want to talk to you about something that we all struggle with. Clarity, defining exactly what we want and getting really clear and really focused on our desired objective. You can't find what you're looking for if you don't know exactly what you're looking for. You've got general ideas about it. So I look at it like, hey, I've got a general idea of how to get to a certain location, but without the clarity, I'm going to wander around and wander around and wander around. And it's going to take me a lot longer because I don't have clarity on it. I don't have the exact directions on it. I'm just wandering. I might have to turn around a few times. I might have to back up. Might have to ask for more directions. Like, literally, the lack of clarity will cause you to encompass a mountain in your life so much longer than you need to. So, when you get crystal clear on what you want in life and you can define it, meaning I can wake you up in the middle of the night, you're in a dead sleep, and I can say to you, where do you want to go in life? What do you want to accomplish in your health, in your fitness, in your career, in your family? Like, where is it that what do you want to see happen? When you have clarity, guys, everything comes into focus, and when you get clarity on it and you start to look at that every single day. I tell my team all the time, if you're not staring at your dreams and your goals every single day, they're likely not going to happen. I did just say that. If you're not looking at your goals and your dreams every single day written down, they will likely not come to pass. You are 42% more likely to accomplish that which you've written, and significantly higher rate of accomplishment if you look at it and review it every single day. So I've been doing the five fives, of waking up and doing the five things. But one of the five is staring at where I'm going for 5 minutes a day. It doesn't take long, but what you think about, you bring about. I'm going to say that again. What you think about, you bring about. What you stare at, you become. You can't look at something saying, I want to go here and I'm going to do this and I'm going to accomplish that and be specific and not start to take action. You can't look at something every day that's a dream, it's a vision, it's a plan and not start to walk in that path. So it's so critical that you get clarity. So many times we miss the boat in our life. So many times we accomplish halfway what we wanted to do because we lack the complete definition of where we want to go. We're not crystal clear on what it is we're looking for. When you get crystal clear on your objections, you get crystal clear on your dreams, you get crystal clear on exactly how much weight you want to lose, how much money you want in the bank, how many houses do you want to sell, whatever your thing is, when you get crystal clear on it, that's when the magic starts to unfold. You know what clarity does? It causes you to say no to things that don't line up. When you're not crystal clear, you'll say yes to a lot of things that are kind of in your passion, but don't really line up. You'll say yes to things that'll take some time, there'll be time suckers for you, but that won't really move the needle forward in your life. When you get clarity, what you're really looking for, what you really have to accomplish, I'm telling you, lights out. You'll say no to things that take you off the path. You'll start to monitor your time in a completely different way. And I guarantee you, if you stare at with clarity and you speak over those things too, with clarity, what it is that you want, you will like the chance of success goes through the roof. I think they say like it lands like 92%. So guys, I can't overemphasize that one tiny little step. The funny thing is I meet with people all the time and I speak to them about this very thing. We review it, we go over it, we take the time to do it. And then I ask the one simple question. So, how many times did you look at and review your goals this week? And guess what? with all the information out there, with all the facts on how critically important it is, human nature is still human nature. Guess what? Most people, they didn't. Or they looked at it once or twice and they didn't. Guys, if you want to see great things accomplished through your life, which I believe every person on this earth is meant to accomplish so much. What do I mean accomplish? It might be having one of the best families in the community. It might be to create a food pantry. It might be to start a ministry. It might be to start a business. But I believe you're on this earth with a big destiny and a big purpose. And if that's ever going to be fulfilled, you got to write the vision and stare at it. And Habakkuk, it says, write the vision and make it plain. Write the vision and make it plain that he that readeth it like will run. Like it's a roadmap. Write the vision and make it plain. And so many times I hear people praying like vague prayers. Like, and I hear people talk in vague terms. Like, oh, I want to lose weight. Well, how much weight do you want to lose? If someone says that to me, I'm like, they'll say, well, I want to lose 20 pounds. I would then say to them, well, how are you speaking about your metabolism? Oh, I don't know. It's always hard for me. I go, yep, you're not going to get anywhere with that. You got to shift your words to align with what you want. Clarity. So I'm speaking to my metabolism. Hey, metabolism, speed up, speed up. And you're like, Amy, that sounds crazy. Well, here's the thing. Scientists have shown that the power of our words bring increase to inanimate objects. If we speak blessing over trees that are planted and we curse one and we bless the other, you'll start to see over, a 30 or 60-day window, the effects of those things. There was even a study done about rice in a jar. And one of them they named something positive. The other one they named it like something negative, and the other one they just didn't name. They completely ignored. And they spoke those things that lined up with each of them. You're so great. You're awesome. You taste so good. All this stuff. And after a certain time frame, the one just started to take on a smell and a look that was like flavorful and good. And the one that they had talked down to and negative to, like literally that rice started taking on a really bad odor and just didn't look good. And the other was just rotting. There's no attention given to it and it just rotted. Guys, I think it's super interesting that there's so much power in our words, but if we get clarity on our words, we want to speak like use your words not to like literally tell what you have going on in your life, but literally to redirect your life. Use your words to creatively to form the life that you want. So I'm going to talk about clarity, and I'm gonna frame it up like in what I would speak to it. Okay, let's say someone says, "Amy, I'm going to use real estate because obviously I'm in the real estate business." But if someone says to me, "Amy, like, I just want to do better than last year." Well, we would define what better than last year was. And then I would start to say, okay, I sell 52 homes a year. I sell a home every single week. Now, I might not have that as my reality right out of the gate, but if I stare at that every day, I sell 52 homes a year, I sell one house a week. I promise you're going to start to take action steps towards that. And your mind is going to, whatever you keep thinking about, you're going to bring about. So you're going to start be looking that reticular activation system is getting so programmed. You're going to start to look and you're going to start to see opportunities. Oh, there's a buyer here. Oh, there's a seller here. You're going to start to hear it. I have to tell you something. I was sitting in a salon getting my hair cut not very long ago. And all of a sudden, someone completely across the room, I heard house and I heard 4-bedroom. Literally, my head was like on a swivel. I'm like, Where? What? And who?" I'm like, immediately. I couldn't think about anything else but what the heck was that? But you know what? That lady had been sitting there talking for probably a good hour, and I didn't hear one thing. They said that one thing that I'm always so focused on, and it literally flew up in my face. I'm like, my antenna ears just went completely, uh-oh, alert, alert. Or someone's talking about a house. Guys, that is how it is with your life. Get clarity. If you can take your life. So let's do this. Grab a piece of paper. Let's be super practical. Clarify. Where do I want to be in my health? What is my ideal weight? Let's start with that. So I would choose the ideal weight and I would start to say, man, I have the fastest metabolism on the planet. I'm fit, firm, and fabulous, and I'm at my ideal weight of whatever that number is for you. Okay. In my career, I would start to say that I accomplish everything I'm on this earth to accomplish. And like I'm in the real estate business. So I would put that number out, whatever my number is. Let's say it's 100, let's say it's 200 homes a year, let's say it's 700 homes a year. Whatever that number is, I would say the number that I serve and help my client base acquire, 700 homes a year or 500 homes a year, whatever the number is. And I'm skilled to do that. I would take your finances and I would determine the amount of money that you would have in your bank account and I would start to speak to it. Because if you just say, I want increase, increase is vague. You made another dollar, that's increase. Huh? You're like, that doesn't do anything. No, have clarity and then review it daily. Review your clarified dreams and goals daily. I don't know about you, but I'm not messing around on this earth. Like I know that my life is a gift to me. My life every day I wake up and I got breath in my body. I'm so grateful. And I know that not everyone was afforded that same opportunity. So while I'm here, I'm going to seize the moment. I'm going to seize the day. I'm not going to live with vagueness. I'm going to be I'm going to be crystal clear on my intention and then I am going to be very intentional with my time and with the people I spend time with. So many people I know like waste so much time, like, and just not doing things that are even productive at all. Maybe it's just wallowing in just what they don't think is happening or whatever. But instead of being productive in, I'm going to accomplish this, I'm going to do that. Guys, get clarity. If it's the middle of March already, map it out, clarify. If you do a podcast, how many podcast downloads do you want every week? Get clarity. When you put that number out there, it's going to make you do things differently because you got to hit the mark. And when you stare at it every day and you're looking at it, you're going to get creative on how am I going to make that happen? Again, if there's anything I can tell you on this podcast, it's this: what you think about, what you will bring about, and what you stare at, you become. What you look at and you behold every day, you become. Simple as that. There's no big technique to it. There's no mystery to it. It is back to the basics. And guess what? The basic principles actually work. On the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill wrote that book. It's a great, great book. But literally, they interviewed so many multimillionaires, so many back in the day. And now it would be like, multi-millionaires of what they would be considered today. And every one of them, their key thing is they were crystal clear. They had great clarity. So they knew where they were going. The roadmap was clear. They knew exactly what they wanted in this life. They knew exactly the impact they wanted to make. I think one reason that we don't get crystal clear is we're a little bit vague in what we want, and we don't take the time to sit and actually think, what does our heart desire? We don't let ourselves dream. And so I'm going to say that to you today. Get quiet, get a notebook out, get a pen out, and just start to write. Just start to write. Start to think about what do I want them to say about me at my funeral? What do I want my life impact to be? That brings a lot of clarity. And then start to map out, how do I have that day be a great celebration and have them say the things I want them to say about me and have the impact I want to have. Stephen Covey has this whole thing, begin with the end in mind, right? So you gotta think the end of the game. What do I want said? How many people do I want there? What does the impact? And then go from a clarifying perspective at that. I want to give so much. I mean, guys, I have giving goals. Like I want to give so much and I have a clarified giving goal. Like get clarity in what you want. Get your head wrapped around about it. Because so much I focus on like, okay, I need to give this number because this is my goal. I want to do that. I want to stretch it every year. Guys, there is that. So if you know where you're going, you're going to accomplish it. You just have to know where you're going so you don't wander the mountain and waste year after year after year, frustrated and not fulfilling or not accomplishing much. So I know that you're not listening to this podcast if you're not wired the same way I am. You're wired for more. You are an action taker. You're a big dreamer. You're a person that has vision. You know you're on this earth for more. You know you're called. You know that you're called to greatness. And the way to execute it is with clarity. Get crystal clear. Listen to what your heart says. I used to have a friend, she just went to heaven not that long ago, but she would always say to me, "Amy, do all that's in your heart to do. Do all that's in your heart to do." And I'm like, if you get quiet and you think about that and you just start to write, most of us are not living in the reality of what we really like to do. Maybe in part, I mean, I'm living in part. I want to accomplish a lot more than just being in the real estate space, right? I want the impact I make on this earth to be more impactful than a real estate transaction. However, I think my real estate career is really critical and it's important and I'm grateful for it and I'm thankful for it. But I want to leave a bigger impact on just on more of than just I sell houses. And I'm not diminishing that because it's a great thing. But I'm saying that personally, I want my impact to be more. I want to touch more people, not just when they're in the buying and selling process. I want to impact more people. I want to be a hope dealer for more people. How do I do that? Clarity. It causes me to line my day up with activities that are in line with that goal and that desire. Does it take away from anything else? No, but it makes me just be really on point. And so I know that today, if you're on this earth and you're looking for more, which I know you are if you're listening to this podcast, take time, get quiet, write it. Don't get an overwhelm. Don't write too many things. Just write it and then just stare at it every day, 5 minutes. Your future's worth 5 minutes, don't you think, guys? I always future pace everything. Your future self will thank you that you spent the time clarifying what it was you want. And I know this, when you have clarity, you got about a 92% chance of hitting the mark versus about 30%. So take the time, clarify, and know this, you truly are more. Guys, thanks so much for joining me today. Hey, I'm excited to announce that we have a Bible study happening March 27th, and I'm calling it the 6 a.m. Club. And we're going to be going through my devotional called You Win. And it's a free thing. Just I'll have you register. But and I don't know how long we'll go for. We're going to go till we get done with the book or till we just decide we don't like it anymore. But we are going to go through it and we're going to go forward with it. It's going to be 30 minutes. We'll hop on, have a quick prayer, and go through the book. And so I think it's going to be a powerful time. I think that there's nothing like waking up and having your mind shifted and transformed to take on the day and just know you win. So you're made for more. I'm thankful for you. If this has meant anything to you, if it's helped you at all, I hope you'll share it with a friend, like it. I love a 5-star review, any kind of comments you can make. It is so appreciated. Thanks so much. Be blessed and know this, you truly are more.